in An Honest Treatise on the Writer's Life, you quote David Brooks saying, "The writer's life is one where learning and becoming are all played out in public." Uh, so, can you talk a little bit more about the like public element of your writing? Is it scary to like put it out on the internet where like hypothetically anyone could find it, or did you feel like that, or did it feel like that was an important element to it? And if so, why?
Yeah, yeah. I have always struggled with this conception of writing in public. I think other art forms are more conducive to public display.
Hmm.
And I used to be really into photography in high school. And I remember someone making a comment. I had this little silly like photography Instagram account, and I would take
Didn't
graduation
didn't we
photos.
all?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But it felt very, very vulnerable for me to share photos where I had kind of a creative environment or was trying to express in a new way and experimenting. And I started just not taking any more photos because I felt
Hmm.
like it was too exposing or vulnerable. And looking back, it's so silly to think that. Um, but yeah, I think the public part of writing comes into play when you realize that your art is not about self proclamation or fame, but it's also a way of knowing yourself. And I think, especially as a Christian, you realize that you can't know yourself unless you're in community. And so I think it's really a misconception that writing is a solo activity and something that's only interior or subjective. I think that writing and the artistic life is something that is subjective, yes, but you're talking about objective things creatively. And so I think
Hmm.
it's important to share that with others because we all have a way of seeing the world and we all have a sense of wonder. And if you only hold that excitement into yourself, I think you're not really challenging yourself to communicate it in a way that other people with different nuanced experiences and different minds would understand. I feel like that's a challenge for me always in sharing publicly is yes, it's vulnerable, but also understanding that not everyone's brain sounds the same as mine.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
in a way that's like true to myself, quote unquote, but also is just objectively sensible.